2001 to 2003. From ashen battlefields of the Phyrexian War to the underbrush of the Crozan Forest, we've seen legends rise and fall over the past 8 Magic the Gathering stories. Our filthy casuals have, for better or worse, made allies and enemies as Dominaria continues to evolve. With each progressive set, we've witnessed powerful spells and landscapes, each bringing with them a new way for our filthy casuals to contest one another. But as each story plays out, we find ourselves at a crossroad. There can be only one Season 5 victor.
You thought this would be a serious dive into Magic's insane backlog of iconic sets, alongside 2 professional players? This isn't anything close, but if you want to watch 2 clowns who started the game after the borders changed from this to this, then look no further. Join us as we open packs from each set, moving in chronological order, expanding our ever-growing collection and, of course, trying to one-up each other each episode. We're not your power gamer racking up wins at your local game store. We're just a couple of filthy casuals, and this is our progression series. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between. My name's Kieran.
My name's Colin.
And we are Filthy Casuals, where we always go to Game 3. Colin, today is an episode.
It is an episode of episodes.
It's an episode of episodes. It's a Filthy Casuals first. Today we're not progressing. Today we are planting our flag into the ground and battling for supremacy.
There's some unfinished business before we move on.
That is right. Yes, we gotta settle the score. We both have 4 wins this season under our belt, and by golly, I'll get my last if I have any say of it.
Yeah, there's no equality here. There needs to be a winner.
That's right.
We're
It needs
both
to be
born
a
and
winner.
raised a certain way.
That's well, yes, that is true. But, Colin, before we get into the details of the episode, I just want to give a big thanks to everybody watching at home who have supported the channel. Every comment, every like, every subscription means a lot to us, and we appreciate it. And we very much hope that you get ready and are excited for Season 6, because it's going to be quite a little shift in the paradigm.
A whole new frontier.
A whole new world. As And if you want to continue to support Filthy Casuals, we do have a Patreon down in the doobly-doo below.
Doobly-doo.
The doobly-doo.
Description.
Yes, the description. I think everyone knows a doobly-doo below. So, Colin, today we don't have any set review because there's no set to review, but we will kind of highlight what we will be going and doing today. We're going to be jumping right into it pretty quick.
Fast. So
fast. Super fast. Sonic speed.
Fast magic.
That's right. Speed magic. We have a clock. Hopefully we won't burn down to the last couple minutes. Actually, we might have to adjust the clock today for a specific reason. But Colin, you did lose last episode to my lovely Saren waifu. And and so you will be spinning the Wheel of Fortune for Scourge. And then after that, we are going to be doing some pack openings, and that's going to take an interesting turn. I won't go into the details of that until we start doing it, but let's just say we got a little bit of a Season 5 treat for everyone.
A little bit of spice.
A little bit of spice, and hopefully treats me nice, because I need it. Other than that, Colin then has to finally cash in his mythic wildcard that he got based on the let's just say a little misstep we may have made earlier in the season in an episode.
Fractional misstep.
Yeah, so a bit of an oopsie daisy on my part, I will say. And yeah, you're gonna have to pick any one card from Season 5's pool.
There has been much deliberation in the caves of Croft. Many late nights by the fire discussing this decision. So
all right. Well,
we'll see if we make the right one.
I'll leave that up to the wise chieftains of the Croft crew. But I will spoil the fact that today we will not be playing a normal game of Magic Progression Series. We will be playing a little bit of a twist. That twist is that we will be not bringing one deck to today's episode. We will be bringing not 2 decks to today's episode. We'll be bringing 3 decks to this episode today. Each deck will have to come from a previous episode of Season 5. So any of the decks we played from Season 5 are applicable.
Yep, fair game.
Fair game. And we will have the ability to make modifications to those decks based on the cards we opened today, based on the cards we opened after those episodes were shot. But the core of those decks has to remain the core strategy, the core idea. It can't go, twisting it too much, which means there's no Wooberg's wheel today.
Yeah, no Wooberg's.
No Wooberg's wheel. And it also means we can't just, it makes it a little more interesting in that we're not just bringing our most favorite or most powerful deck. We're going to be bringing a few decks that we like. And what will happen is that we will be doing a deck tech for the deck as we reveal those decks. So we're going to bring a deck between each game and reveal those to you as we go along. The big catch is if a deck loses to the other person, it is eliminated, much like Pokemon, I guess you could, if you want to put it that way. It's gone, and we'd have to switch to a new deck, whereas the opponent actually has to stay the deck that they just won with. So those are the rules. Those are the chops.
The one catch being that coming with your new deck, you're able to sideboard with that deck as well. So there still is the sideboard edge that you get from losing.
Yeah, you bring in a new deck and you get a sideboard. Gives you a powerful advantage. In addition to that, this will be a best 3 out of 5. Colin, let's not make him wait any longer. You got Wheel of Fortune.
We got spinning.
We got some packs. I'm looking forward to this one. It's going to be fun.
We'll see you on the other side of many deck tinkerings.
And also, we might be seeing some of our patrons there too to help us guide our hand, and figure out the strategy to which we will come at this episode. So it's gonna be some big brain time. I hope you're ready.
I was gonna say, yeah, we gotta dig deep. There's lots of decisions to be made.
Yeah, counterplay, counterplay. I have one disappointing piece of news for the audience is that I didn't play Slivers this season, so...
That's a big W for us, because that would have been a deck that would most certainly be there. But maybe that's an advantage. Maybe, there's more questions for Team Croft here.
It's true. It's true. I don't know what I'm going to bring, and so hopefully neither do you. But, all right, Colin, good luck, and I'll see you in Game 1.
Sounds good. All right, so we are here for Wheel of Fortune. We unfortunately lost the last game, which would have closed the season out for us, but this only offers more opportunity for an epic final battle against Kieran. But I won't hold back. We got a lot of wheels to spin today, frankly, so I am just going to spin and see what we get from Scourge. Okay. Uncommon ×2 is never bad. We'll see. We'll take a quick look, and hopefully there's some bangers. There's usually some bangers in the uncommons, right? Okay, so we have made a decision. Quite a nasty one, actually. I was going through the uncommons, and there's a lot of War Chief cards for different factions, but then of course we come around to Goblin War Chief, who's a 3-mana 2/2. Goblin spells you play cost 1 less to play, but goblins you control have haste. I think I'm actually going to try to pick up 2 of these. This is a little greedy and it is a little band-baity, but honestly, if Kieran really wants to nuke the Goblin Tribal, he will have to go for the Goblin Kings, I think. That being said, I think this actually jacks up our Goblin deck to a point where, it could be a destroyer in this episode if we get lucky with it. I know Kieran is probably expecting me to play it, but if he is expecting to play it, I may as well come with new tech and really put the gears into motion with this. So we'll see when this pays off. So 2 Goblin War Chiefs added to this stack. But yeah, we're gonna have to run goblins. I'm so glad we played goblins this season.
All right, everybody, we do not have Wooberg's wheel today, but we have something special. This is the Season 5 Wheel of Fortune, I guess, if you want to call it anything. And what we're going to be doing here, because we don't have a set to open, is we're going to be spinning 3 times on this wheel. And each spin is going to allow us to open 6 packs of the set that we spin. The only caveat is if we get a duplicate in a future spin, we would respin. So we don't want to see the same thing twice. We have all 8 sets from this season on the wheel, and we really could be getting anything. 6 packs is like just enough to make it like you might get something good, but it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Maybe we get host. So we're going to be spinning the first time here, and let's see what 6 packs we are going to have to open. Okay, we got Legions. We got Legions, and I believe... Is Legions... I can't remember. Which one has Overlord? Which one has Sliver Overlord? It doesn't matter. We can't play Sliver Overlord anyways, but... Alright, we're going to be opening Legions today. Let's get a second spin here. Torment. Okay, alright. Legions and Torment, and... Apocalypse. Okay. So, Legions, Torment, Apocalypse. In chronological order, that would be Apocalypse, Torment, Legions. So, we'll probably open it in chronological order. Apocalypse, Torment, Legions. I'll see you guys in the pack openings.
Alright, so as Kieran explained, we are opening 6 cards from 3 different randomized sets. This is our Season 5 Wheel of Fortune. You can't double down on the set. Let's just see what we get. I'm going to spin it 3 times in a row here, and we'll start queuing up the packs to see what we can bolster in this season. Alright, first spin is 1 click. 7th edition. I was really hoping for Scourge, actually. That does take 7th edition off the wheel, though, so that means if we spin it again, we'll just spin it again. So second spin here is going to be 2 clicks. Okay. Torment. Torment's okay. And then last but not least, we're going to do 3 clicks for this one. There's the third. Let's see. Ooh. Onslaught. Okay. I mean, to be perfectly honest with all of you guys, I don't remember the sets quite well. I remember all of them being quite good, but especially Scourge towards the end was a good one. I guess Legions was also very good, but yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Hopefully this will be a nice little refresher. We're going to open 6 packs each. Hopefully we see some cards that can complement our other sets. And also to keep in mind, we still have our wild card that I am probably going to wait till the last minute to pick to see if I can really bump one deck to push Kieran to the brink on this tiebreaker episode.
Okay, first 6 packs of Apocalypse. I'll be quite honest, we're filthy casuals. I can't remember what's in every set or what we're looking for, but hopefully we get something that will help the decks that we will end up playing. So without further ado, let's jump into the first pack here. Okay, we get a Spirit Monger. I don't think we actually opened a Spirit Monger. Oh, there's a bunch of new buttons on the screen as well. We didn't get a Spirit Monger, so, that's kind of interesting. We also got some Soldier tech, so that is cool, and some Elf tech. So, pretty good first pack.
All right, we are here. I think we're just going to go in the order we rolled. So, 7th edition sealed. Not super stoked about this one. Maybe one of the weaker ones in the set, but maybe it'll bolster up some playsets for us. Let's just hop into it and see what we got. Sort by rarity here. Ooh. Oh, wow, they must have updated the site. Look at this. There's lots of little proxies, 75 cents. Anyways, looking at the cards for real, we got a Phyrexian Colossus, which is quite interesting. 7 mana, 8/8. Doesn't untap during your upkeep. Pay 8 life on 2, untap it. Can't be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. I don't know how I feel about it.
All right, next pack here. Battlefield Forged. Okay, that is very cool. As well as Aether Mutations as well. So that's pretty cool. We get a dual land. You'll never say no to that. And Aether Mutations is, going to generate a lot of Saprolings. So far, our Apocalypse packs are looking pretty good.
Okay, second pack here. Rowan. Reveal the first card you draw each turn. Whenever you reveal a basic land card this way, draw a card. Oh, that's interesting. 4 mana? I feel like that would be a good commander card. Maybe not so much in our format. Oh my god, Ogre Taskmaster? What in the world? That art is insane.
All right, next pack here. Death Grasp. I guess it's not too bad, 2 mana X, Death Grasp deals X damage to target creature or player, you gain X life. It's kind of a fireball effect, to be honest. I don't know. It's maybe worth playing in the right shell.
All right, third pack, Maro. Maro, I feel like we got this card last time. 4 mana, Maro's power and toughness are equal to the number of cards in your hand. It's good in like certain decks for sure, but I don't know if that would complement anything we existed either in this season. But you know, maybe it's a good complement here or there.
All right, last pack I opened was kind of poop, but let's see what we get in this one. Symbiotic Deployment. We saw this one before. Skip your draw step or tap 2 creatures to draw a card. I still think this could be good in the right shell, maybe an elf deck. Unfortunately, I didn't really play any elf decks this season, so I don't know if we can touch on that today, but good to hold for the future.
All right, 5th pack here. Dingus Egg. Wow, whenever land is put into a graveyard from fire, the Dingus Egg deals 2 damage to that land's controller. Jeez. Abyssal Spectre. Whenever Abyssal Spectre deals damage to a player, that player discards a card from his or her hand. Okay. I mean, Abyssal Spectre has done good for us in the past, but yeah, still not looking great.
All right, our last pack of Apocalypse. Can we pull something great? The answer to that question is, it's one of those cards you pay the kicker for 2 colors. Dragon Arch is actually probably the more exciting thing in this pack. 5 mana, pay 2, tap it to put a multicolor creature from your hand into play. Very good for a deck like Arcades, to be honest. And yeah, that's Apocalypse. It was pretty good. We got the Spirit Monger. We got the Death Grasp is actually pretty alright. We got the Battlefield Forge. I can't complain. So let's jump into Torment and see what we get there.
Okay, coming into our last pack of 7th edition here. Oop, I scrolled way too far. Elven Archers, 2 mana, 2/1 first strike, also not great. Man, I feel like getting 7th edition is pretty brutal. None of these cards are that great. You know what? Let's move on to Torment. Torment will hopefully treat us better than 7th edition.
All right, we are here with Torment. Let's jump in and see what we get. Ambassador Laquatus, which is a great mill card. Unfortunately, I don't think we played any mill decks this season, but could be good to hold on for the future. Other than that, this Cleansing Meditation is actually pretty good. 3 mana, destroys all enchantments, and then if you have 7 or more cards in your graveyard, you return to play all the cards that were destroyed that way. So, yeah, not bad.
Ooh, Nantuko Blade Cutter. Yeah, this is the Nantuko set. Wow, Protection from Black, Threshold. Not a bad card, it's just I don't know if we can play it in decks we have. Hey, we got Acorn Harvest. Oh my god, we got Shades Forms too. That's PTSD right there. Oh my god. Yikes.
Alright, next pack of Torment. The next instant or sorcery spell can't be countered. Draw a card. I think we opened one of these, if I'm not mistaken, and so having another one for the sideboard isn't bad. Other than that, though, not a whole lot. We got another one of those Destroy All Enchantments and Cabal Ritual, so... yeah, actually, we did get another Taro's Fateful, which I'm not sure if we had a playset of. Maybe we did, but I know we played that in that last episode with the Clerics, so might be worth looking at.
Alright, so Cephalid Vandal is kind of an interesting card. It's like self-mill, I guess, but 2 mana 1/1. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a shred counter on Cephalid Vandal, then put the top card of your library into the graveyard for each shred counter on him. So self-mill is a thing. Also, Sickening Dreams feels like a pretty good card. 2 mana sorcery as additional cost to play Sickening Dreams. Discard X cards from your hand. Deals X damage to each creature and each player, which could be good in like a Reanimator deck. I kind of wish we had our Animate Deads again. But again, I don't know. It's kind of cool to see these sets. This is obviously the Root Walla deck that never really came to be. But Root Wallas are interesting. If we don't have a playset of Acorn Harvest, we definitely do now. But yeah, let's keep on pushing through.
All right, next pack. Hey, we get Chainer and a Tainted Woods, which actually isn't too bad either for a dual land. I think we opened Chainer, didn't we? So having 2 Chainers could be interesting from a graveyard perspective. We did play that mono black deck earlier in the season. That might be one to bring back actually with the Cabal Ritual. So gonna take a look at Chainer and that deck in particular.
Overmaster is basically makes your next spell uncounterable. Could be useful, seems pretty fringe overall, but you know. Oh, we got a Faceless Butcher, look at that. If you go down a bit, there's a Faceless Butcher. I believe we had a Faceless Butcher strategy deck, so maybe shoring up on that could be interesting. I know we never really did it justice. I think it got sweeped pretty quick, but I think there's a lot of potential with what was going on there.
All right, second to last Torment pack. Can we get something spicy? Major Tarot, a 4 mana 2/3 bird sacrifice it to exile all black creatures. Also, Chainer's Edict is also a fairly good removal spell. Not a bad pack, and we got some Bird Tribal. Actually, this is just a good anti-black sideboard card. Although, as we've seen, the anti-color hate cards are like kind of mid in the sideboard, to be honest, unless you really know what you're up against. This episode we might.
Last Savior Onslaught. Please. This is the block name. This is the set we get. Hopefully we can bounce back from our luck on 7th edition. Torment was okay, but I think we can definitely do better. Okay. Weathered Wayfarer is not bad.
All right, our last Torment pack. What do we get? Mutilate. 4 mana. All creatures get -1/-1 until end of turn for each swamp you control. This is pretty good in that mono black deck. I guess it is kind of a Wrath of God in black. So this one might be actually worth playing in that deck in particular. Also Shades Form. I don't know if we had a full play set of that, but that was also a pretty cool card. I'm excited to try bringing some of these decks back and seeing what worked in those episodes and trying to make little changes based on that. So, all right, let's jump into our Legions packs and see what we can get there.
Ooh, what? Goblin. Goblin Machinist. 5 mana, 0/5. Pay 3 reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-land card. Goblin Machinist gets +0 or +X+0 until end of turn, where X is the card's converted mana cost. Put the reveal card on the bottom of your library in any order. But the revealed cards... Okay, interesting. It's like a weird filter, the end of it, but you know, goblins, love them.
All right, Legions. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Wirewood Elves were in Legions, as well as those slivers. So we could not only buff out our sliver decks, because let's be honest, if Colin bans Sliver Queen this season, which is a possibility, if we can fall back on a bunch of uncommon and strong slivers, Sliver Queen really wasn't the driving force of that deck anyways. So let's see if we can open some of those elf guys we missed out in the last time we did this, and some good strong slivers. First pack here, Imperial Hellkite. So this is one of the morph cards. It's a very dragon-centered card. It's fine. It's fine. Other than that, not a lot going on this pack. Just buffing out our common slivers, though I think, if I'm not mistaken, we have playsets of most of those, so...
And Tuco Husk, another staple. Ooh, Goblin Taskmaster. It's not terrible. Man, I wonder how many shocks we have in our collection now. There's gotta be so many. Oh my god. We also see some more cycling lands. Kinda nice.
All right, next pack in Legions. This is a big one. I really hope we can get some good stuff. Okay, Chrome Shell Crab is a fairly good blue morph creature. You can exchange control of it with another creature, so that's not a bad one to have. In addition, Ridgetop Raptor is like the one card in the game with double strike, so it might be worth playing in a red deck there. And Wirewood Channeler is a fine elf card, I guess. We didn't get the other elf cards. Did we get that in the last pack, actually? No, we didn't. So still missing out on those other buffing elves, so fingers crossed.
Wow, Supreme Inquisitors. I feel like we might have got this before, but the wizard tech is maybe becoming real. I don't know. Another Goblin Taskmaster, Lavamancer's skill. Oh, it's not just a Lavamancer. Shucks. Lay Waste, also potentially good. Skirk Prospector. I don't know if we have a playset of them, but I remember we had a lot, so maybe that rounds out the playset as well.
All right, third pack, halfway through Legions. Let's go. Ooh. Oh wait, does this get? I was like, ooh, rare sliver. I forgot to hit the rare button. Okay. Windborn Muse. So Windborn Muse number 3, I think? I'm very tempted to bring back the deck from last episode with this, because Windborn Muse really shut down Colin's deck, and against the right deck, Windborn Muse is very, very strong. Other than that, couple slivers, and still dodging the elf.
Alright, we got an Ember Mage Goblin. I don't even know if we have these. 4 mana for a 1/1 is steep, but it's like a built-in matron effect. And you know, a goblin's a goblin's a goblin. Could be worth. Maybe not. We'll see. I was really hoping to get like a Goblin Goon or something, but I don't even think it's in this set, unfortunately. Interesting. Grand Melee is a funny one. Not particularly useful for us, I think. Alright,
next pack here. Let's see what we can get. Rare slivers. Okay, this is what we want to see. Essence Sliver gives all your slivers lifelink, which is very, very strong. We also got Blade Sliver to give +1/+0. Not going to say no to that. Keep dodging the elves as we get into our last pack of Legions here.
Alright, Oversold Cemetery, 2 mana enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 4 or more creature cards in your graveyard, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. That's actually pretty sweet for the zombie deck. Maybe we could try to run that back again. Feels like a little ambitious. Feel like I did not play that deck quite well. Also, we now know that that one card deals damage to both of us, which would have, I mean, Kieran had that last game in episode 8 anyways, so not a huge game breaking thing, but this card definitely helps. It's also only 2 mana, which seems kind of insane.
All right, last pack of Legions. Can we get anything good? All right, you know what? We got a Timberwatch Elf. That is exactly what we were hoping to get. I think I got maybe one of them, but I might have gotten 0. So we either have 1 or 2 of these. We also got Dark Supplicant, which is very funny. I love this card in my old Cleric deck back in the day. But Bane of the Living's an actual pretty good morph creature. You gotta flip it up and give -X to all creatures. So it's kind of a board wipe attached to a body. Yeah, I can't say I'm too upset about this. You know, we picked up some strong cards like Bane of the Living. We got our Essence Sliver, our Windborn Muse, Chrome Shell Crab. Oh, that's why I got confused. We actually opened up 2 Chrome Shell Crabs. Oh my gosh, my brain farted when I saw the Chrome Shell Crab. Okay, we actually got bonus pack, Chrome Shell Crab number 2, Shifting Sliver, which is great, and another Ridgetop Raptor. So actually, we end up getting a couple more of these. We might almost have a playset of Ridgetop Raptors. Might be good for a deck down the road with Double Strike. Honestly, Legions packs were really good. So I'm going to take these. I'm going to go jump into our Discord channel, figure out what 3 decks from Season 5 we're bringing back for today's episode. I hope I make the right choices. Wish me luck.
All right, I guess that's all she wrote. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about these polls. I feel like I gotta go and see what decks we even made. Maybe I can go to these specific sets like Torment, Onslaught, and 7th and see what decks I was playing around then and seeing if even just getting more cards is worth it. But I feel like even in Season 5 overall, the decks just got better and better. So maybe it's even worth playing the ones later in the season. Who knows? I'll have to find out. I suppose I'll go see who's on the Patreon channel and maybe start selecting some decks to bolster. And then we could hop into this grand melee that is about to happen. All right, guys, wish me luck. It's a lot of pressure, a lot of bragging rights on the line right here. So it's been much anticipated. We've had this wild card for a long time. There were some very obvious choices, some very not obvious choices, some choices that would have resulted in hilarity, some more serious ones as well. But I opted, especially because of the decks we're about to be playing, to pick up my 3rd copy of Fact or Fiction. I did this mostly because I know Kieran has Fact or Fiction, and it's a card he loves dearly, so I'd be surprised if he banned it. It also makes for very powerful card draw mechanic, especially in the decks I'm about to play. So yeah, just pick Fact or Fiction. Anyways, we'll hop into the deck text here. I would just like to shout out again, Matt. Thank you for helping me with this season with deck building and tinkering, and it's been a lot of fun, and I think we have improved on some of our designs together, so hopefully we can stick it to Kieran. I'm very curious to see what he's playing. I feel like I have some really spicy decks to throw at him. I'm sure he's spiced up his for me too. So let's see, for the ultimate bragging rights, what transpires next.
Oh my goodness, here we are, episode 9, tiebreaker. Before, could we have asked for anything better than this? For the season finale of Season 5 to go down before we switch over to Modern Magic. I have to say, I am just at a loss. I couldn't have asked for a more climactic ending, and today we start where it began. I'm calling this deck How Enchanting. It was the first deck we played in Season 5 when we rolled green on the wheel, and it was when we started our journey towards the Light of Sarah. So this is technically a Sarah deck in some sense, but it is an enchantment Enchantress deck, green and white. We made a few updates to each deck that we are going to use, and I'm curious to see what Colin has brought as well. Maybe I'll ask him maybe I'll make a prediction, and we'll see how it goes once we get in the game. But I brought in the 3 Soul Rings. Auramancer is a new card with this deck, with the Monk Idealist to bring enchantments back from the graveyard to hand. We actually are going to utilize some of the learnings that we've made in the last episode with the morph cards with Crows and Cloudscraper, which will allow us to play a 13/13 for 3 mana and then bring it back immediately instead of having to flip it with cards like Angelic Renewal or Parallax Wave. So this could be a really spicy way to get a really huge creature for Colin to have to deal with. We're also bringing in Mother of Runes, which wasn't originally in the deck and should be a good way to protect our enchanted creatures. Nomad Mythmaker was in Judgment and allows us to bring an enchantment card from our graveyard back to the battlefield, an aura enchantment back to the battlefield, enchanting one of our creatures. We're still running the Ranger and Vec and River Boas just to have that natural regenerate power. Our 3 Sarah Angels for our big oomph. And we're bringing in a couple of Tragic Poets, which we can sacrifice to return enchantments back from the graveyard to the hand as well, but they're only 1 mana creatures, so that's pretty cool. Lastly, we have our bread and butter, the Verduran Enchantresses. For our enchantments, 16 creatures, 16 enchantments. Ancestral Mask, just super buff a creature. Angelic Renewal to bring creatures back. Armadillo Cloak is just a really strong card for lifelink and trample. Opal Titan has ruined Colin's Day multiple times, as have Parallax Waves. Rancors for +2 and trample. Spirit Links for lifelink. We're bringing in our Squirrel Nesses from Odyssey to throw down on a land and basically generate 1/1 tokens. Sterling Grove and Worship, as well as our Enlightened Tutor to go for whatever we want. For our lands, we're really just bringing in our Nantuko Monastery as a new card that can turn to a 4/4 creature with first strike. Very powerful. And then for our sorceries, we have our balances on our Rampant Growths, as well as our 2 Rofello's Gifts for bringing back an enchantment. We did remove the Wild Growths, which were a bit of a ramp ability, so hopefully we still have enough mana between everything we're bringing, the Rampant Growths and the Soul Rings. In the sideboard, very simple, 3 Windborn Muses. I have a feeling the 3 decks that Colin is going to play are going to be heavily creature focused. The Windborn Muses with 3 of them is going to really hose that strategy. We're also bringing in double Aura Silences, and then I think he is going to be playing black, green, and red as his primary aggression colors. So I'm bringing in Circle of Protection, black, green, and red to counteract whatever he ends up bringing. In addition, we have Masks of Law and Grace and Shields of Duty and Reason to give our creatures protection from green and blue, or black and red, respectively. I'm feeling pumped. I'm really excited about this episode. Let's go see what we can do.
All right, so this is probably the most controversial pullback of the decks we've picked so far. For game 1, we are going to be running back our zombie deck. So as many of you might know, we ran this in episode 8 against Kieran's mono white life gain deck. It had a rough time, but I think there's a lot of potential still here. I'll briefly run over it quickly. Nothing too much has changed. A few enchantments got swapped around, but we're starting off with our Soul Rings just because they're really good at getting the mana we need to play things. Carrion Feeders, which are more and more integral to the strategy the more we thought through this deck. Gem Palm Polluters, of course, to do some life drain here and there. We have our Graveborn Muse, which came in super clutch. It was carrying the team there in that second game of episode 8. We have Gravespawn Sovereign as a tap 5, put target creature card from graveyard under my control. Start sniping up zombies as they come in and out. Of course, Man o' Wars for some tempo control and kind of monitoring the board where I can. I have Nightscape Familiars. We have a couple of them in there just to make our blue spells cost a little less. Shepherd of Rot, which I will make a mental note to play properly this time. Last time I forgot, or I didn't understand, I suppose, that each player loses a life. I thought it was just Kieran, which would have made the card a lot better. Still pretty good. Still think it can be useful, so we're running it back. It's also just another zombie body. We have our 2 Undead War Chiefs to buff everyone up, which will start to make a lot more sense later when I talk about how we're gonna rejig our removal. We have Vengeful Dead, just because it's a bigger boy. It also creates value upon zombies dying and all that good stuff. And of course, Wonder, what's scarier than zombies than if not flying zombies? For enchantments, we're going to actually main board Call to the Grave, just because it's such a specific card. I was looking at Kieran's decks. He doesn't have zombies, so this is a banger, certified banger. Grave Pact is coming back as well. I found another enchantment called Oversold Cemetery. It's only 2 mana. At the beginning of every keep, if you have 4 or more creature cards in your graveyard, you return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. So it's really powerful, as we're going to be sacrificing a lot of zombies, and zombies are going to be dying a lot. We're also going to be discarding things with card draw effects. So it should fill up pretty fast and then start to create another synergistic value engine there. And the big change for removal is Pestilence. So we're running Terrors and other things such as that. But Pestilence, upon further review, is a great card to get a bunch of dinky things out of the way, which is what was slowing us down so much in the previous time we ran this deck. Also synergize as well, because if we're going to start losing creatures, we can always just sacrifice them to our Carrion Feeders to make them big too. So I think it's a good balance between being able to maintain control of the board with our zombie horde while still being able to get things back through Oversold Cemetery and stuff like that. Also, our Grave Packs will synergize with that. We just have a lot of things that will squeeze out extra value. As far as card draw, we have our Brainstorm and now our 3rd Fact of Fiction package. So we're going to be drawing lots of cards alongside our Graveborn Muse. We also have our counter spells to synergize for Mana Wars. So we have a little bit more trickiness going on, moving away from the direct removal, staying more in the counter. Hopefully this will pay off, because I don't think necessarily putting the Terrors in over the counter spells last time was the best idea, but we'll see this time. Hopefully we can eke out a game 1 win. I feel like this deck is quite counterable. I don't think Kieran will expect the removal of the Reanimator package as well. So maybe it'll catch him off guard in a side deck if we can squeeze out 1 game, and we can maybe even take 2 off of him. We'll see. We'll see. We also have some brutal sideboards that we'll get into later. Obviously can't sideboard in game 1. All right, we'll see you in the game, and best of luck to you, Kieran. Hopefully you'll need it.
Here we go, Colin.
Well,
I have to say, I don't think I've been this excited about starting an episode ever for the Progression series.
You're not excited about this?
No, I'm saying I haven't been as excited as I am now for this episode. This feels like a true season finale, which we don't always get for the seasons. So before we begin, though, we have to give a shout out to our patrons, Daniel Millen and B Series. Thank you so much. 2 good shout outs for a good final episode.
I was gonna say, those are some of the tried and true right there. They've been with us very, very early on.
That's true. That's true. Now, Colin, I think just to enhance the mind games of this episode a bit, and because I'm very curious, I propose that we both reveal what we think each other are playing, just for the lulz more than anything else.
Like 3 decks or
3
right
decks
now?
that I think, the 3 decks that you think I'm playing, and the 3 decks I think you're playing.
Okay. I might have to bring up my text file.
Very well. I will start.
Okay.
I believe, and I am very confident in this, that you are going to be playing your blue-green elf deck. I'm watching your facial expressions here. Your black-blue zombie deck, and your red goblin deck. Those are my 3 choices.
Didn't even pick Battle of Wits.
I don't think you're
You
gonna
fool.
do that. I'm curious, what do you think I'm playing?
Definitely your mono black deck, I think, is on the roster somewhere.
Sure.
And then, see, the interesting part about yours is there's like archetypes that you kind of played a few times over.
Sarah, and Sarah.
Yeah, white. But I think, yeah, the mono black deck would be one of them. I was thinking you might do your enchantment deck from way back when, because I think that's pretty unique. I don't know if you'll play it, but I feel like it's a good switch up deck at your disposal.
Sure.
And you do have a strong reanimating theme in a couple decks. I believe there's like kind of one that was more graveyard dumpy, and then there's one that's more aggressively trying to reanimate things. And I think it would probably be one of those two, because they were both quite strong in their own regards.
So enchantments, mono black, and reanimator.
Yeah.
Okay. These are good guesses. Those are good guesses.
I feel like there's one that I'm neglecting, partially because I really don't want you to play it, though, and I'm not going to
Which one?
Your mono white one.
Okay, fair enough.
Just because it was, like, brutal. I did not have fun playing against it.
Well, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
You're wrong. I'm playing my red and white deck, and then my other red and white deck. And then
Yeah, Boros is going to come out and save the day. Honestly, if you did, mad respect, because, like, they weren't bad.
They weren't bad.
I don't think any of the decks, maybe except for my first episode 1, was pretty rough.
Well, Colin,
Yeah.
I came here to win, so we'll have to see how it goes. Let's get into it here. You have 2 mulligan points to my 3. So this is the episode to use them.
Is it? There's
Yeah.
What is at stakes here besides bragging rights?
The whole season 5 victory, a wild card, and an extra ban against, I guess.
Yeah, it seems. I mean, I guess it's fine. It's like normal.
This is also tie-breaking the seasons.
It's true.
And
Bragging
this is
rights.
pre-modern. Yeah. Big bragging rights. Huge.
Pre-modern champion.
Yeah, really. Legacy champion.
Wow.
All right, well, let's I'm going to shuffle up here, and let's roll the die. And I got an 18.
An 18. 2. Together we make 20.
Together we make 20. Always have been.
Ain't that the truth?
Ain't that the truth? I will be going first, and
Are you
Colin.
Sure?
Yes, I am sure. But
just saying, it'd be nice.
we're also on a different clock. This is going to be going up rather than down.
This is the battle of attrition.
This is a battle of attrition. Good luck, and
good luck to you too. I'm curious to see what decks you actually play and the adjustments.
all right, this hand, this is actually not as good as it looks.
Yikes.
I think I have to mulligan this hand, unfortunately.
I think I'm a mulligan too.
Oh god, it just went from bad to worse. Yeah, well, you know, who knows what will happen to mulligan rules in the next season, so I feel like burning our mulligan points in this episode is perhaps a good idea.
Any mulligans now?
So I'm gonna take a mulligan point and go down to 2 mulligan points to go back up to 7.
Go
How
back
about
up
you?
to 7. I think I'm gonna do the same.
Okay, so you're gonna actually use one of your 2 mulligan points.
This is risky.
All right, you're
early
going
on.
down to 1. Fair enough. I will definitely keep this hand. This hand a lot better.
No.
Going to 6.
Yeah, I need lands. Is the
Love to see
problem.
it.
Yikes. This isn't good, but I can't take another mulligan point on the first game.
Unless this is the game you needed it the most. I mean, this is best 3 of 5. You have some wiggle room to lose.
It's true.
But this is also a deck that is going to the graveyard.
Yeah. You know what? Whatever. I'll save the mulligan point. I'll put this card to the bottom of my library.
Okay, so you're going to stay at 6?
Yeah. Actually, maybe I would want to put this guy to the bottom. Yes. Staying at 6.
Okay. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Ruin my day.
Let's begin. Untap, upkeep, main 1. I think this is no surprise. I will play a Plains.
Wow.
And I will follow that up.
All right.
with-
It's not the mono black deck. Okay. One eliminated.
I will play Mother of Runes.
Oh gosh. Is this
And I'll
porous?
pass. Let the
I'll
games
play
begin.
An island.
Okay.
And then I'll pass.
Is it Arcades or is it the elf deck that I predicted? Untap.
Blue was my
Upkeep.
most played color this season.
It's true. Draw. Main 1. I don't think there's too much oh, it is pretty funny.
Core Haven.
You know what? Let's fuck around and find out. I'm gonna drop a forest.
Enchantments. Cool.
I'll pay 1 and play Rancor.
Oh my god, really? That's so funny.
Let's go in with Mom. Swing in for 3.
Okay. Mom
Aggro
with the beatdown.
enchantments.
Mom with the beatdown.
I'll pass to you.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I think I might just lose this game. I'm gonna play another island.
It's because you don't have a forest, right?
Pass turn.
It's because you don't have a forest, right?
Yeah. This is the one downside about playing this kind of style is like if you just get hosed on mana, you lose.
True.
Tragedy.
So, upkeep, draw, main 1. We'll throw down other planes, and let's play a good old classic, Angelic Renewal.
Excellent. Mother of Runes coming back.
Hell yeah. Go to combat, swing for 3.
I'm gonna die to an angry mama.
Pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Oh my god, I'm so lucky I got a swamp. Then I will 1, 2, 3.
Okay, zombies.
Mana War, your mother ruins.
Okay. So Rancor is put in a graveyard from play, so it's going to go into my hand as well.
And then I will pass turn to you, sir.
Alright, I think this is zombies. I would be surprised. I think
Blue
was
is
the
my
only-
most played color.
Yeah, but I don't know if you played any other blue-black decks. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Ooh, that sucks. I don't have 1 more mana. I'll throw down another planes. I have 5 cards in hand. Actually, do I want to play planes? Hang on. Sorry, let me think about this.
Are you gonna play your whatever draw card shit is?
Maybe. It's a tough choice, actually. No. Yeah, I don't think that's right. I'll play a planes, and we'll throw down the mom, and we'll Rancor her up. And actually, maybe this is good now. Yeah, I'll pay 2, and I'm gonna cast Balance.
Really?
So
Interesting.
we both have equal creatures. I'm gonna have to sacrifice a plains, but you're gonna have to discard 3 cards.
Yeah, I think this is totally fine for me, actually. I'm gonna yeet a Carrion Feeder, an
Oh, there he is.
Undead War Chief,
Okay.
and a Pestilence.
Pestilence is the new tech, I see. Okay. Fair. I'll pass to you.
Alright, I'll untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. We're playing slow magic again. Love to see it.
Love to see it.
I think I'll actually go to combat. It makes sense, and I'll swing for 2.
I'll take 2.
Okay. Second main, I will pay 2 for a Shepherd of Rot.
Which we now know
Exactly.
makes both of us lose life.
And pass turn to you. And I will promise to play it properly this time.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1, play a plains. It's an unfortunate little punishment for that balance. Yeah, we'll just go to combat? Yeah, we'll go combat. I'll swing for 3. If you want to block, you can block.
I'll block.
Okay, so you take 2 trample damage, and the Mother of Runes comes back. Or do I want to? I don't have to, I guess. No, I'll let her go to the grave.
Okay.
And I'll pass to you.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Let's just go to combat and swing for 2.
I will take 2.
Okay. Pass turn there.
Okay, a little mana starved.
Yeah. Mana starved since turn 1, buddy.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Oh god, main 1, no.
This is my
Pass.
hope is the balance really hosed you too. So
The balance actually kind of screwed me over.
excellent. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Damn, okay. Go to combat, swing for 2.
Take 2.
Pass turn.
Okay, untap, upkeep, draw. Oh my god, main 1 pass.
Death by Mana War. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Ooh, this is an interesting one. So I guess I'll go to combat attacker 2. Well, I think.
I'll take 2.
Yeah, I mean, it'll make you do stuff, I guess. I'll pay 2 and play another new card for this deck. Oversold Cemetery.
Oh, what is this?
So at the beginning of my upkeep, if I have 4 or more creature cards in my graveyard, I can return one of the creature cards from the graveyard to my hand.
Wow. Did you open this in your packs today?
Yes.
Wow. Wowie. Okay.
I'll pass turn to you. It's some brand
one
new
short.
cat. I know.
One short.
But if you kill that Mana War,
It's true. It's
you
true.
best believe it's coming back to my hand to bounce back whatever you play.
Fair. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Interesting. I'll play a forest.
A lot of cards in hand there, buddy.
Yeah. I think I have a bit of time. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 and cast a Verdant Enchantress.
Okay.
I'll pass to you.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I will go to combat and a tick.
Take 2.
On second main, I will 1, 2, 3. Mana Warrior, Verdant Enchantress.
Oh, fuck off. Okay.
Pass turn to you.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I'm gonna pay 3 mana, and I'm going
Parallax
to... What?
Parallax Wave or whatever it's
No,
called.
that's 4 mana.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna morph.
Oh no. Oh no, the Angelic Renewal. That's scary.
I'll pass to you, Colin.
Okay, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Oh my god, yes, I play Swamp.
Nice.
Now I can do things. This is amazing. Question is, what do I want to do?
My heart's racing, Colin.
Exalted Angel. Could be Exalted Angel. Am I that scared of
Could
Exalted
be
Angel? though?
Exalted Angel, it could be. Oh, I have a terrible poker face.
I'll attack.
Oh, yes. Okay. I will
Switch
block. I hope you don't have removal. That would make me sad. You probably do. I'll block a Mana War.
Okay.
And I'll use the Angelic Renewal. And Colin, would you like to see what card I have here?
Yeah, go for it.
It's a new card for this deck. A new card that's never been played in this entire Progression
Oh,
series.
is it a Chroma? Is a Chroma even morph? I don't know.
Crows and Cloud Scraper!
Fuck. Oh my god, you have the fucking Rancor in your hand. Oh no. When did you get one of these?
Legions!
You didn't get one, did you?
I did.
Legions?
I
No
did.
way. I
Yeah, go back, watch the footage.
Oh my god. That's the problem. Attack on your turn, and you're able to deal with this. Like now. Main phase 2, basically. Unless... No, if I block, I'm still alive. This isn't the end of the world, actually. It's scary, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, no, I think I am fucked, actually, now that I think about it. Because it goes up to 15. I'm not trying to do the math for 13.
I will be kind and say that there's text on the card that is relevant.
Oh, at the beginning of your upkeep. Okay, so you can't Rancor it. So I am doing the math of 13.
Unless I draw a forest.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the play.
That's the play.
Or
I like
pick
Dark
any
Souls
other
music
way.
playing right now.
Yeah,
It's really
basically.
funny.
I definitely thought it was just going to be like an Exalted Angel.
Yeah.
I didn't think you had one of these in your collection, so kudos to you for exploiting that knowledge. I guess I'll pay 4 and play a Wonder, and I'm technically saved on board. I'll pass to you.
Yes,
there is a
you are
way I
saved
can
on
get
board.
out of this if I live, but
So if I draw a
isn't
forest...
that how it always is? If you just live, you'll probably find a way to win.
It's true, it's
Yeah.
true. But if I draw a forest, you
Yeah.
lose. Untap, upkeep, draw. Oh, I guess I had to pay the 2 mana. No, I did not draw the forest. You survive another day, my friend.
Okay.
And you'll Mana War back to the Cloud Scraper, so
Yeah.
I presume. But this still is a pretty spicy play that I just drew. I'm gonna pay 1, and this will buy me some time. I Spirit Link the Crowd Scraper.
Sheesh.
And let's go to combat, and I'm gonna swing in for 13 lifelink.
And I will block. And
Fair
I'll
enough.
take 11.
I'll take. Nope, he doesn't have. He doesn't have trample.
Oh, he doesn't have trample, so
No,
okay. So
Not natively.
I feel like at that point, creatures should just
I know, right?
Like,
It's just a
he's
little
literally,
squirrel
like,
just jumps on him.
bigger than a forest, and this like
Yeah.
what is like an incarnation of a bird is like in its way.
very
But I guess
strange.
now all my stuff is flying, so that's kind of nice.
All your stuff has flying. This game wasn't over yet. I'll pass to
Yeah.
you.
All right, untap. On my upkeep, I gotta bring a creature back to my hand.
I wonder what it is. Wonder, pick Wonder.
Yeah, that's the one. I'm gonna pick Man of War.
Yeah.
Man o' War.
Man of War.
And then I will draw Main one.
Man,
I
I'm
literally
so happy I
don't
gotta
think
play
there
this.
is a choice but to mana war your
Yeah.
Croissant.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And then I guess I'll go to combat and get my measly 2 damage in as I start to beat you down again.
Redo.
Yeah. Fast turn.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main one. Oh, that's a pretty good card. Actually, it's not really that good. Actually, yeah, it's
Oh
fine.
my god, I was like shaking my boots.
Yeah, I don't know if I could have played it any better, but I was happy to see the card come out.
Yeah,
It was-
I'm happy that happened.
yeah.
I feel like this game's far from over now too.
No,
so much
it's
left.
not. Yeah, it's far from. It's not far from. Wait,
Yeah.
it's not far.
It's
It's far from over. It is far from
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
Blessing of my heart, sunlight of my eye,
Mhm.
Sarah Angel.
Okay. Sweet.
And I'll pass to you.
All right. Untap, upkeep. I gotta pick a creature. I actually think I'm gonna grab the carrion feeder.
Okay.
Draw. Need 1. Interesting. It's a vigilante, hey?
Yep. Rancor is pretty big too. Although you do have flying, so.
Mhm. I think
This
I'll
is a
pass
weird back
there.
and forth.
Yeah.
It's a weird back and forth because if you can use the mana wars to chump and then bring them back and bounce.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's kind of a weird game.
I'm gonna pass
Alright.
there. Actually, I'm gonna put the ball in your court to see what we do.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. It's pretty good. I think I can really hose you here.
Hmm.
So I'm going to pay 1 and cast Rofello's Gift, revealing any number of green cards in my hand to return that many enchantments back from the graveyard to my hand.
I'm gonna take a peek at your graveyard real quick.
I have Spirit Link and an Angelic Renewal.
I think I'm actually gonna counter that.
I'm gonna counter that.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this as cost? Reveal any? No, it's not as cost. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're gonna have regretted that choice.
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna cast your favorite card in the season, Colin. Parallax Wave.
Oh no. Got so baited.
I'm not gonna lie. Wasn't even trying to bait a counterspell, but I'm glad I didn't
Yeah.
order that the way I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I will pay 2 to get those 2. Yeah.
That's pretty brutal. I mean, it's
Puts you on a
not
clock.
terrible. I don't think you're gonna kill me fast, so
Well, we're gonna go combat and try. I'm gonna go and swing for 4.
take 4.
And we'll
All
pass
my
to you.
zombies having flying is gonna slow you down quite a bit. Main one. Oh, I get to pick a creature. No, I have 3.
I mean, you have to play more than 2 creatures, though, right?
So 1 carrion feeder. Play 2 carrion feeder.
Okay.
I mean, you can also parallax wave me for 4 more damage too. That's fine. I guess you can bump it to 6 if Rancor.
Rancors.
And if you got something else,
Maybe you have another counter spell. I feel like if you did, you would have countered the parallax wave.
I'll pass turn there.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw. It's pretty funny. All right, removing a counter. I think unless you have something, this might be game. I'm going to remove both of these to hit your carrion feeders,
Okay. Yeah.
and we're going to Rancor.
Double Rancor. Okay.
Double Rancor.
In response, I'm gonna put Brainstorm on the stack.
Ooh, okay. A plea for life.
Yeah. That sucks so much.
Were you 1 mana away from a counterspell?
No, that's game, man.
Oh. that was a crazy game, though.
I know. If I didn't, that
Did you know about the second Rancor? I couldn't remember.
no.
Okay.
I only saw 1. I mean, you could have
would've-
used the other one, but like,
Yeah.
there's
you
only one
saw
other time.
Rancor.
Yeah, I really biffed the counterspell there. I was just concerned you're gonna do another Croson play, and I was like,
Yeah.
but it wasn't really worth it. I think that was a bad counterspell.
Yeah. I mean, it was a tight call though, right? Like trying to
Yeah.
remember the parallax wave could come out. It might not.
Yeah.
So it's tough. But game 2, Colin, your
Yeah.
zombie deck has been eliminated.
Zombie deck eliminated.
Let's
It's
see.
brutal. It's so sad.
Let's see what comes
It
out
never
next.
had a chance to have legs.
Well, I will catch you at game 2, and let's see what we got.
Sounds good. See you in game 2. All right, so we are pivoting to one of my personal favorite decks of this series, which is green blue control clone, kind of. I want your creatures. I don't really have a lot of creatures, so gonna do a little sideboarding too, because I kind of assumed that this enchantment deck was gonna come. So I put in some naturalizes and creeping molds just to help deal with that kind of stuff, give us a little more options in that department. And I also put in a bunch of counter spells. What I took out were dazes, giant growths, an opposition, which I'm not too sure. I feel like in this situation we'll be okay getting rid of, and a control magic, which a little less. But as a quick overview to the deck, after talking about what we sideboarded in, it's all about cloning and taking control of our opponent's creatures while also giving them flying. So having their creatures, but better. We also have lots of walls of roots for mana. We have Lalanor Elves. We have Deranged Hermit, who always is a homie. Mana Wars, which worked great last game. Palancron, who's a big spooky flyer, as our creatures. Meanwhile, we have crazy amounts of draw, so lots of brainstorms, lots of factor fictions. Counter spells are going to be helping us out with anything spooky. Temporal Springs to back things back to hand, a counter spell. And then, of course, naturalizes and creeping molds to really shrink down onto what Kieran can play and have to make him make some tough decisions. And hopefully finally when he gets something crazy out, we can just take control of it. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. Hopefully we can clap back. If not, we'll have to go to our third stringer deck, and that's always a bit of a hit or miss.
Okay, we managed to clutch game 1, but it wasn't easy. Colin definitely fought for it. I think the counter spell was like a 50-50, and it just ended up being on my side. So we're coming into game 2. I think Colin's going to bring his green-blue elf deck, if my 3 choices are correct, because I believe that Colin would save the goblin deck for his closer. That's my guess. We'll see if I'm right. Regardless, I brought in my 3 Windborn Muse because I do think they're going to be useful against any of the decks, either of those 2 decks, I should say. And I'm also kind of 2000 IQing it by bringing in a Shield of Duty and Reason. Just a single one. I don't want to over-index into too much of the anti-color stuff, which I realize now, based on the way these games go, is a little difficult to do because I think it's better if I lose and then come into this deck than it is winning with this deck, because I don't know exactly what he's doing. But I am going to bring in a Shield of Duty and Reason, which could go very well with my Enlightened Tutor to be able to bring it out if I need it. If he ends up playing his goblins or something, then yeah, it's kind of a dead draw. I removed a Syrinx. They kind of bricked with all 3 of them in the hand. I removed a Tragic Poet, an Angelic Renewal, because I think against the green and blue elf deck, this isn't as useful, and just one of the Rofello's gifts. So let's see how it goes. I'm curious to see what Colin brings, and I'm looking forward to the game.
Hi.
Why, hello there, Colin.
Hello.
I'm curious to see how this goes down. I predict you're bringing the green and blue elf deck. That is my prediction.
Okay.
How about you? Would you like to make a prediction about what I'm playing? Oh wait, you already know what I'm playing.
It was like the deck you played last time.
Holy shit, he's so fucking good.
Big brain plays. And we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens.
You did lose, so
hopefully
hopefully
you side decked properly.
I did make one side deck choice that was big brain in it. The rest was just pretty safe.
Okay.
You do get to choose if you go first or second, because you did lose.
Oh, we're definitely going first with this one, Kieran.
Oh, boo. Okay, I hope that's not what it means. Pray. All right, drawing my 7 cards here.
Draw my 7 cards.
Oh god, this hand's fucking
You know what,
awful.
Kieran? I think I'm gonna keep.
No! Okay. I have to mulligan, unfortunately. I can't keep this. Oh my god, it just gets worse.
I would
We're going down to 1 mulligan point.
I was gonna say save your mulligan points for later games. Be my suggestion.
No. I'm using them right now.
Okay.
So I'm going back up to 7. We're both at 1 mulligan point.
Mm-hmm.
How epic is that? All right, we're going back. Okay, this is doable. This is, given what I assume is coming, I think this is good.
Okay.
Go ahead, man. Show me that mountain.
All right. Main 1. I am gonna play an island. Pass turn to you.
Did I get the nail on the hammer? Let's see. I know you have other blue decks. Untap. Upkeep.
Blue is my most played color.
It is your most played color. Main 1. I will throw down a plains, and we will pass to you.
On
no
your
mother
stuff, I
versus
will
turn.
brainstorm.
Oof. Okay.
Ooh, interesting. I think I will place this and this back on top.
All right.
So now we go to upkeep, draw, main 1. Oop, I didn't untap. I'm gonna play a Fairy Conclave, and then I will
Conclave.
play a Soul Ring, and I will pass
Okay,
turn
you're
to
not
you.
playing Arcades, because you wouldn't play Soul Ring in a 3-color deck, would you? I don't know. You're crazy. Maybe. All right.
Hold me
untap.
back.
Upkeep, draw. Main one, that's a pretty good draw. Let's go with a forest. And
That's a pretty good card.
it's a pretty good card. I think we're going to go Soul Ring of our own.
Soul Ring, see Soul Ring.
I think I'm going to play a morph card.
Oh, how fine and dandy.
Could be anything. Could be anything. I'll pass to you.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. I think I will play
Forest, a forest, a forest.
Island.
Oh, is he mad? No, you're not bricked. You didn't play mono blue. What is happening?
I will pass turn to you.
Not going to go in with the conclaves?
Nope.
Oh, Factor Fiction, I see. Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. I'll throw down a plains. And... oh, man, that's so big balls. I don't know, man. I don't think I can do that. Let's go... oh, I didn't have in my hand what I thought I had. That's okay. We'll just go with a rampant growth.
Okay, seems good.
And we'll grab a forest. We'll shuffle our deck a couple times. And then we will... I guess I'll pass to you.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw,
No,
main one.
What is happening?
I will play a forest.
Okay. So this still could be the Arcades deck. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Unless you have that little elf dropping right now.
I'll pass turn.
You're just playing games with me now. Untap, upkeep,
You have
draw.
no idea.
It's still goblins. It was goblins the whole time.
I play mountain, play.
Yeah. Blue, green, red goblins. Forest into... wait, that's pretty funny. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to play a ranger and Vec. 2/2 first strike, regenerate.
Sweet.
And then we're going to throw down a spirit link and attach it to him.
Sweet.
And then I'm going to pass to you.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. I think I will tap 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will control magic, your first striker. Thank you for the 2-for-1.
Yeah.
Attach card. See, we're both playing enchantments, Kieran.
Yeah.
He does still have summoning sickness, though, right?
Yes, because he just took control.
Okay. And then for land for turn, I'll play another island. Pass to
Especially
you.
not going in with the fairies?
Nope.
Untap.
I'm not going to
upkeep,
beat you by killing you.
draw. Main one. Play a soul ring. I'll pass.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. Guess I'll play a Sky Shroud Forest. And then
That's
I will
definitely the
go
elf
to combat
Sure.
and swing for 2.
I'll take 2.
And I will gain 2.
You will.
And I'll pass turn.
It's a 4-point swing.
4-point swing. Big
Okay.
value can outpace.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. I'll play another forest.
Got a lot of mana there, Kieran.
I
Be
do.
a shame if something were to happen to it.
Yeah, it would be. I think I'm gonna go to combat.
Okay.
Swing with my morph.
I'll take 2.
In response to you not blocking, I'll pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I will flip over the indomitable Crows and Cloud Scraper.
Fair.
So you will take 13.
13. Going down to 9.
And I'll pass to you, Colin.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. Oh my god. It's too much land. Stop.
You better hope I don't draw a Rancor, buddy.
Yeah, that would be bad. Play a forest, and I will go to combat and attack you for 2.
Really? Okay, take 2.
Gain 2. Then I'll pass turn.
What do you have, man? Alright, untap, upkeep, draw, main one.
You are sacrificing them?
No, I'll pay 2. I forgot.
Rancor?
I'll toggle their untapping so they always stay tapped. No Rancor.
Sweet.
I would have slapped that shit down so hard. I think we're just gonna go to and rampant growth, grabbing a plains, and then let's go combat. Start swinging.
Sweet. I will make the fairies
Sure.
declare a blocker.
Chump fairies.
Yep.
Sounds good. And then I will pass to you.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw, main one. Yikes. I will play a forest. Pass turn.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. See if you have it. Parallax wave.
I will indeed counterspell.
How long have you been holding that? Okay.
It's been burning holes in my hand.
Yeah, I know you wanted to. You were
Yeah.
waiting. You were waiting.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Very
Let's
patiently.
see. Let's see though if you can deal with this. I'll play an Auramancer, returning Parallax Wave from my graveyard back to my hand.
I'll counterspell that too.
You're gonna kill. Dude, this man has been patient. He is a consummate professional. He comes in and he gets the job done. This is countered. Nice work, nice work. I'm impressed. I'll throw down my last card. It's a River Boa.
Okay.
It does have Island Walk, which
Yeah.
is relevant. And we'll go to combat. I'll kill your ranger.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you will regenerate him actually.
Yes.
Never mind. I'm a dumbass. Okay,
And
so
I'm
game.
getting 2 life off that. Thank you.
Yeah, that was really smart of me. I'll pass to you.
Okay.
How can you not
Untap,
attack with your 13-13?
Draw. It's very fair. Main 1. This is actually insane at this point. God damn. I will pay an island.
Oh, lands. You went from
And
land
pass.
starved to land.
Yeah, this is gonna be tragic. If
Okay,
this is how like. There's so many cards that can get me going.
yeah. Upkeep, draw, main 1.
This is a
Kinda
tragedy
funny.
if this is how the season ends.
I mean, there's still one more game, even if I win. So.
It's true.
And I already know what's coming down the pipeline, so. I'll pay 3, and I will cast Squirrel Nest.
Okay.
So this is just a tap a land to get a squirrel.
Puts me on a clock, I guess.
Yeah, so I'll tap and get a squirrel.
It's too bad
Look
I
at
don't have the range tournament.
Yeah, I
It's
have
an
2 copies
evil-
of Nest.
Evil squirrel, man.
In the Crows and Forest, you've got to keep an eye out for the squirrels. Let's go to combat, and I will go in with the boa for 2.
Okay. I will take 2 because of Island Walk.
Well, I'll pass to you.
Let's
I've learned my lesson.
Keep draw. Main 1. Ooh, okay. Playable. Play a forest. This is sorcery speed, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
What?
9.
What?
Crush of worms.
Trigger the air horn.
Yeah, the boys are back in town.
Oh my god.
Let's go,
That-
win, boys.
Oh, those are cool looking too. When worms aren't hungry.
Yeah. All right, the boys.
That's enough to deal with my cloud scraper.
It's true. You do have Island Walk.
You better hope I don't draw fucking my other parallax wave.
Yeah. I
I have
mean,
a
if
lot
you
of
do,
live
that's
draws.
that's deck building. I'll pass turn there.
That's deck building. Alright, untap, upkeep, a lot of live draws.
Mhm.
Draw. Of course, main 1. It's a bit spooky actually. They don't have trample, I guess. I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3, and guess what I'm gonna cast?
What?
You wanna make a guess?
How much did you pay? 3?
Yeah.
I don't know, like some.
It's
enchantment.
Squirrel Nest!
Oh, okay. I guess I was right. It was an enchantment. Are they
Yeah,
eating
you-
eyeballs? That's kind of morbid.
I guess so, yeah. Alright, let's just make some squirrels.
Like some squirrels.
Squirrels. And we'll go to combat and pitch you for 2.
Take 2.
Pass to you.
All right. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Main 1. Interesting.
It's interesting. The stealing the ranger is huge for you because of the regenerate.
Mm-hmm. This is gonna be crazy. I could get ultra punished, but you know what? I think it'll be funny if it works. I'm gonna go to combat and swing in with the worms.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'll block 1, 2, 3.
Excellent.
So 2 squirrels die, and your 1 worm dies.
Second main, I'm gonna play my forest for turn and tap 2, 3, 4,
Oh, it has flashback.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
flash
god.
back.
You actually flashback Crash of Worms.
Yeah.
Crush of Worms, I guess. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna bring it here to.
It's a lot of wooey big worms.
Yeah, the fam's here.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Seriously. You're putting more pressure on me than I can put on you now.
Yeah. Now pass turn to you.
This is huge, dude. This is
Yeah.
actually huge. Like, untap, upkeep. I have so many live draws.
Yeah.
Draw! That is... Can I survive? This is fucking crazy. I'm losing my mind over here. Alright, I'm gonna make 2 squirrels.
Yeah.
And I guess I shouldn't telegraph things. So we'll go to... Can I go to combat? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I could take a hit. I'll swing for the boa. Put you on 5.
Take 2.
It really comes down to this next turn cycle. Pass to
Yeah.
you.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Main 1.
It's kind of funny if I
survive.
If I hadn't drawn the fucking squirrel nest, I'd probably be dead by now.
Oh, for sure. This is so awkward. I have so many live draws too.
I know, yeah.
God, that like I don't know if I can survive another turn though. It's risky business.
I don't want
This is a close
spoil
one. It could be
anything.
a
It's
big
close.
swing either way. If I get rid of that Croson, the floodgates open.
Live every turn like it's your last
Yeah.
column.
It's true. You could take a hit and then your squirrels are live. I mean, you do have to block at least a few worms.
Block at least 2.
Yeah. I don't know how much. I think I just go to combat, man. I got so many worms. Fuck it.
Alright.
Coming with 5, 6, 6s.
We'll eat all of them, except for 1 and take 6.
Then on my second main, I will play Wall of Roots.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you draw Rancor, I lose, but you would have played last turn. Pass turn to you.
Team Lang, I just want to ask that you be proud of me for this, because this is the play.
Okay.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to Enlighten Tutor,
Oh, no.
searching for an artifact or an enchantment to put onto my deck. And Colin, I just want to show you what I indexed into for this match, predicting the green and blue elf deck, which may or not be an elf deck. I haven't seen a single elf, but I digress.
This is not the deck you think it is.
Well, it's green and blue. And that's all that matters, because I am going to grab a fun little card I sideboarded into called Shield of Duty and Reason,
Okay.
which gives enchanted creature protection from green and blue.
Yeah. Do your thing.
And
I
then
guess I would have lost either way then, so whatever. It is
Yeah,
what it
I
is.
think so.
Yeah.
I was like, I almost played it on my last turn, and I'm like, why am I doing that? Like, I shouldn't give you information.
Yeah. That's what you meant by the
yes.
telegraph.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so brutal.
Boom! Crows and clouds.
You know, I know what's
Rancor.
crazy. I
What?
have 6 cards in this deck that destroy artifacts and enchantments, and I have 6 cards that draw me cards,
Oh no.
and I got like 2 brainstorms.
What was your next card, out of curiosity, since we're not seeing this deck again right now? Clone? Yeah.
This is probably
Yeah.
too little too late, but
Yeah. Copying the Crozin's pretty big.
yeah. This is the
This is-
control-y deck, though. It wasn't the elf deck. Yeah.
Okay, this is a control deck. I'm surprised that I even got the green and blue right, because I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
It was
but,
my most played color combo, so it was a good choice.
Yeah, fair enough. I didn't want to go too hard into it, so I just threw the 1 copy in because I knew I had the Enlightened Tutor.
Right.
So I'm like, I can get into it. Colin, you can't lose anymore. This
I know.
is game 3.
I'm a little devastated on that one, I'm not gonna lie. I think the land draw was pretty brutal.
But it did get you into the flashback. So like,
Yeah, but I much would have rather got a Factor Fiction or a
Yeah,
Naturalize.
yeah, naturalized and stuff would have been great.
Yeah, because then even blowing up Soul Rings would have slowed you down immensely.
That's true. Well, I hope your third deck can go the distance.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
I'll
It's
catch
not
you in
a
game
gauntlet,
3.
especially with all your sideboarding you have on deck.
That's true. All right. See you then.
See you then. See you then. See you then.
Whoa. Before you leave a heated comment down below about this episode being split just like the last episode, I just wanted to clear up a few things. First of all, we're not making a habit of 2-part episodes. It just so happens that the last couple episodes have been really long. Second, for the YouTube algorithm and like making that work for the channel, having like a close to 2-hour episode, which, you know, might be great for some people who love watching our content, isn't so great for trying to get new people on board onto our videos. So that's the reason we're mainly splitting it. And third, if you want to see the end of this episode right now, it is available, but it is available to our patrons over on Patreon. For as little as $2 a month, you can go over to our Patreon, watch the rest of episode 9 right now, and also get benefits like joining our Discord channel and all that. I'm not going to do a marketing spiel here, but honestly, I just want to thank everybody for watching. The next part 2 episode, regardless of whether you go over to our Patreon or not, is going to be out next week. Stay tuned for that. And we have some exciting things coming down the pipeline. So just wanted to give a bit of clarity there before people thought we were going to be doing part 2 episodes all the time. We're just adjusting to some new schedules between me and Colin, and this was going to be close to a 2-hour episode otherwise. So we really appreciate your understanding, and we can't wait to catch you in the next episode. All right, we are coming back at it with the Enchantress deck. I wish I could show you guys the other 2 decks I brought. Let's see if we can do it.
I think I just do it. This is a mean card to put in, but I did it, Kieran, and you're not gonna like it.
Sometimes you just have to have a little bit of faith.
This is the arc, man. Everything is led up to this moment.